Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another video. Hope all of you ladies and gents are doing well. Had my alarm set for 4 a.m. this morning to get up and get a lot done. It's currently 9 o'clock, so obviously I had a little mishap with getting up on time. But we woke up, so obviously any day is a blessing. I'm gonna get a lot of work done today, hopefully. I want to get as much done as I can because tomorrow my girlfriend is flying in, and probably we'll just take this upcoming weekend just to relax. Been a minute since I filmed a video. It is Friday. I think the last video I filmed started last Friday, so it's been a minute. I find it kind of hard to get work done and like really get it done when I'm trying to film videos, you know, trying to worry about what angle my camera's at, if my camera's even recording, stuff like that. Just kind of hard to do while trying to get a lot of work done. So I try to mitigate how much I film and how much I don't film throughout the week based on what I've got going on. Which I say all that to say this: I've done a lot of work over the last few days, haven't really filmed any of it. Maybe I've got a few short clips, but I will show you guys what all I've done over the last few days, and then obviously we'll be getting some work done here today. I'm gonna go make some breakfast, gonna cook up some hash browns and bacon, then head down to the barn, and we'll see what the day has for us. I always season my hash browns with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And then I also add in this cheese, which is the Fiesta blend from Walmart. I think you can get it at Publix as well. It's like the 4-cheese Mexican blend. It's actually really good. So it's what they use on like burritos and stuff. Add some of that in there, you're golden. Well, I do like it to be a little crispy, but I think that might be a little too much. Got our bacon all cooked up nice and crispy. Got our hash browns done. It's about to be a good breakfast here. Alrighty, well that was a very good breakfast. Ran down here to the barn real quick. Got to pick up a couple of things, but I do want to show you guys kind of what we've got going on down here. Alright, so I was able to park the tractor here horizontally with the barn. And we ended up actually putting a fridge down here. Got some water in there right now. But definitely very nice to have when it's hot out. But I'm going to get this tractor started up for the day and get what all we need. Now something I did want to show you guys is on this side of the barn. I don't know if it's really been in any of my videos, but previously there were a couple of pallets with hay on top of them here. Just old moldy hay that was just stacked all along here. And the other day I cleaned it out really good, got all that hay out. Actually got to burn the rest of it right now. But we were able to put our implements over here on this side just for easy storage underneath a roof, just to keep them a little bit safer. I know I complain about it way too much, but it is so hot out. If you don't get an early start to the day, you're not going to have a good time. Also, in case y'all haven't been able to tell, summer is my least favorite season. I prefer it to be, you know, fall or winter, a little bit cooler outside. That's kind of my sweet spot. But something I do want to do today is go down to the pond. We're going to try to catch some fish. The other day I was down there, I saw little tiny fish swimming around. It's never been stocked to the best of my knowledge with fish, but you know, there could always be a few stragglers around. So we're gonna head down there probably later this afternoon or evening just to see if there's anything in there at all. Alrighty, well it has been some time later. It got way too hot outside. My mom and I, we did a little bit of work and she started not feeling so good, and then I got one of those heat headaches, and I was like, you know what? Just gonna take the day off, not do too much work outside. So we ended up just chilling out, but I am going to go see if there's anything in our pond. Just came down to the barn real quick to grab my tripod. I've got my cast net and my fishing rod. We're going to, you know, try out whatever we can just to see if there's anything even in there. I know it's probably going to be something small if anything, so we shall see what we can find out. Got the old pew pew with me just in case we run into any copperheads, and yeah, we'll just kind of enjoy the evening and see if we can't get anything to bite. Like I said before, don't expect to catch any giants, so we're just gonna be throwing little bits of bread on a hook and then maybe just throw the cast net. I could be wrong, this place could be loaded with studs, which would be really cool, but highly doubtful. Also made a little trail through here yesterday with the tractor just so we can get around the side. And these pine trees are really cool. Want to keep some of them towards the back here. We'll probably end up taking these out closer to the shoreline, but yeah, nice to have a trail we can finally get pretty much all the way around it. Over there is a little questionable, but we'll get there one day. Now I will say we have no shortage of frogs. There are hundreds of them that we hear at night. I think I just heard like 6 or 7 of them jump into the water just as I walked past them. While I was walking further down to the pond, just happened to find a badminton racket just laying here. Found quite a few things that have obviously been stuck in this pond for a while, but there's that. And it really does suck because where you can see this dirt is a darker color, it still has some moisture in it. It was probably up here, probably the beginning of this week. It was still up here, now it's already down there. So we're still losing quite a bit of water. Also not sure how well you guys can kind of see that little floating thing there. That's one of those frogs that are swimming around all over this place. You can also see we've had a couple visitors here lately. Some raccoon tracks. Unfortunate for me, I think that this pond is full of every kind of wildlife except for fish. Got frogs, toads, raccoons, snakes, turtles, you name it. There's even a rabbit over here, but I haven't really seen any fish. However, I am going to throw my cast net, see if we can't catch anything. Even if it's just a frog, you know, that'd still be pretty cool. So, see what we can't do. Might throw some bread out, try to bait them in, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Does anybody have any idea what in the world I just got out of our pond? Definitely a weird looking organism for sure. If any of y'all know what that is, please let me know. I'm thinking maybe some sort of like tadpole or something, but I've never seen something like that before. Well, I think I've caught the biggest tadpole I've ever seen in my life. And this thing's huge. I didn't even know they got this big. I always thought these things just turned into frogs once they got to a certain size, which was much smaller than that, but apparently not. While I was throwing my net, I did catch something I completely forgot even existed. I caught a crawfish down at the other end. I caught a couple of them actually. Pretty decent sized ones. I'm sure there's some bigger ones around here. That would explain why there's so many raccoon prints and why there's digging marks from their paws in the dirt. Maybe one of these days we'll have to come down here and catch a bunch of them, make a little boil. Well, I'm gonna give this cove over here one more shot, see if we can't come up with any fish, and if not, we'll head up to the house. Well, didn't have any luck in that little cove. Came up just a little bit short. Maybe one day I'll come down here, throw a little lure or something just to see if there's anything in here. I doubt there is, but you know, at least we tried tonight. But I am filthy. I cannot wait to get changed. Gonna run to the barn real quick and catch up with you guys there. I was down here walking by the barn. I just heard something scurry off in the woods. Might have been something small, I can't tell, but I'm gonna try to sneak up and see if I can't see what it was. It's kind of funny, I'm out here looking for whatever that was that took off, and there's a deer dummy laying on the ground. I thought it was real for a second. I was about to freak out, but looks like someone's left their target here. Well, I never did find what took off. I did hear something that sounded a little bit bigger on this side over here. But as I'm walking this trail here, honestly, I'm like, man, this looks like a pretty good place to hunt. So there's already a clearing here. I don't know if this is natural or if previous owners cut everything out here, but there's this nice clearing trail on that side. There's a trail there and a trail here. And then you got some woods up here to cover. You could throw a tree stand up or even a ground blind up there and kind of hunt this lower area here. That might be something to think about. Also, something I feel like I should know, all of the corn that I threw out in previous videos is completely gone. After I cut this field down over here, all of the corn disappeared and there are deer droppings everywhere. So in other words, that's really good news. Alrighty, all changed up, feeling much better than I was earlier. Not covered in slime and dirt and mud anymore, so that's always a good thing. Not getting nearly as much done today as I would have liked to. Obviously, the weather just kind of did not permit for what we wanted to do today, which is all right. I mean, I'd rather be okay and not having a heat stroke and not getting as much work done than, you know, overdoing it and end up real sick or whatever. So kind of take our time. If it's not necessary, not going to break our backs over it, essentially. But it was nice to kind of find out what we've got in our pond. And apparently I'm just an idiot that doesn't know what a tadpole is or what it looks like. Might need to go back to like 5th grade science class and learn about tadpoles again, because apparently I didn't recognize one when it was right in front of me, but you know, is what it is. But in all seriousness, I've never seen that one that big. I thought tadpoles only got to like that size and then started growing legs and lost their tails, but clearly I was wrong. Also very cool that we found that crawfish in there. I've never eaten a crawfish. I'm not against it. I'd love to try one sometime, so maybe that's something we could do in the future, but I imagine the ones in our pond would taste pretty darn muddy. But probably gonna have to get up early tomorrow, try to get some more work done. All those pallets that I moved off the side of the barn here, got to kind of figure out something to do with them. I think I'm gonna use one as a bridge to get over the creek in the woods, and then I'm gonna try to store some of our implements on top of the other ones for the tractor, just to keep the moisture off of them from the ground. Also need to burn the rest of that hay off. Just get rid of it. If it was good hay, obviously we'd try to donate it or something, but it's all moldy and gross, and I don't think anybody wants to feed that to one of their animals. So just gonna burn it, get rid of it, clean up the area around the barn to get it looking good again. Probably gonna be a long day tomorrow, but hey, is what it is. Also driving to Birmingham tomorrow. Gotta pick up my girlfriend Kayla. Super excited for her to come back. Probably only gonna film one video while she's here though, just so we can just kind of relax and spend some time together. You know, I don't want to focus all of my time on filming videos and kind of miss what's going on in the moment. So we'll see how much we film while she's here, but definitely love to have her in a video again. I do miss fishing a lot, so hopefully maybe this week I'll try to find some time and drive to a lake and try to catch some bass or something, and just get back into that. Definitely gonna be filming some more this week, and we'll be looking forward to doing that. So definitely make some more pond videos in the future and hopefully get it fixed sometime soon, so it'll stop losing water. But once again, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you wouldn't mind, leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you share it with your friends, your family, and help me get this channel growing. I truly appreciate all the support, and as always, I will see y'all on the next video.